Mitraya Namaha. Today we are going to talk about food. What kind of food you can eat, right? As a sadhak or as a spiritualist, what kind of food you have to take. So I am not going to talk about some diets like intermittent fasting, 1 meal a day, water fasting, lemon water fasting, or nothing like that. My way of fasting or my way of taking food is something different. I consider food as energy, right? Because we become what we eat. Whatever you eat, you become that, right? This is for sure. This is confirmed. Whatever food you eat, you utilize those nutrients and become whatever structure you are in, right? So your food intake determines the way your body is formed, the way your mind is also formed, right? So that is why people generally say eat right amount of food and eat at right time, and your food determines your personality. So I will suggest few points which whenever you are eating, just taking that, just before putting that spoon into your mouth, that food tape, just before taking into your mouth, ask yourself these questions, and that should give you a clear idea about the kind of food you have to eat. So the first thing is mitahara. You have to take limited amount of food. Nyayarjitahara, Kashtarjitahara, and Dharmarjitahara. So if you can take these things, and I am sure you will generate maximum amount of energy from that food, and your food gets utilized. You will not get any disease related to your food. So if you are eating mitahara, that is limited amount of food in any form of food. Suppose you are eating non-veg, vegetarian, sweet, hot, whatever food you are eating, you should eat in a limited amount. Mitahara. Your alimentary canal, your GI tract is like a big canal like thing, and it is folded canal. So the more you push into it, the more it stretches. Okay, so that leads to different kinds of problem: regurgitation, stretching, hernias, ulcers, or ulcerative colitis, itis, inflammations. All this happens because you are pushing so much of stuff into your GI system. So always eat mitahara. Mitam is limited, so always eat in limited quantities. Whenever you want to eat limited, right? So that is one very, very important thing. That will not give you any disease. This is proved. Limited amount of any food will give you health. It will never kill you or never cause any disease. This is one thing which you have to remember. The next kind of aharam is nyayarjita aharam. That is, whatever food you are taking or consuming in, it should be earned, or it should have come to your plate through legal process. It should be deriving complete happiness from it or complete energy from it by following a legal process. You should not be cheating someone, or you should not eat any food which is not of yours. Okay, that is very, very important. That is nyayarjita aharam. That is, whatever you are eating should come through a legal process. You should be free of guilt when you are eating that. That is very, very important. Nyayarjita aharam will give you full health. Okay, that is for sure. So whatever food you are consuming, it should come from nyayarjita aharam and dharmarjita aharam. That is, it should be legally correct. It should be through the dharmic process. It should have come to you, not spiritual process, dharmic process. That whatever your duty you are doing, you do it for a full potential, and you gain that money. Whatever money you are taking, you should do full justice to that money, and then with that, whatever food you are buying is good. So nyayarjita aharam and dharmarjita aharam will give you health. The other very, very important aspect is kashtarjita aharam. You should work out for your food. Your blood and sweat should be there in your food. If you are not earning your food, you will develop disease by eating that. That is, suppose you may ask, you are still not you are still not in a job, or still you are a student. So food, whatever you are eating, you are not earning it. No, what earning I mean is, you should be proud of eating your food. That is, if you are a son, you should do all your duties as a son. You come by your sweat and blood. It should involve your sweat and blood. You should never eat anything for free, right? If you live like this, if you are not eating any of your food by just by sitting and eating it freely, you will develop health. If you are eating food without your kastarjitam, if you are not doing your duties and eating your food, that will eventually lead to disease. So you are just simply eating food without any nyayam, without dharmam, without custom, then I think custom is the hard work. Okay, so without this, if you are eating food, that will lead to disease. So the final thing, all this come into a category of satvika aharam. Satvika aharam is a plain aharam which will not cause any emotional upsurge in you. It should not cause any emotional upsurge. It should keep you simple and plain. And food, whatever you eat, should get digested in 3 hours. If the food is not coming out in 3 hours, or if it is not getting assimilated into body within 3 hours, then that's a bad food. You should avoid taking such foods, right? So if you are eating in this way, I'll repeat that: nyayarjitam, dharmarjitam, kastarjitam, and mitaharam. If you are not eating, then you will invite disease into your body.